and welcome into the Saturday Night Rewind. Well, last week, the Kentucky offense shined against Southern Miss, but this week they were absolutely suffocated in their SEC opener against South Carolina. The energy at Kroger was hopeful, but the Gamecocks reminded the Cats who they were playing right away. Lenora Sellers' 24-yard pass to Mazeo Bennett, wide open, and the Gamecocks are on the board first. Cats put up 2 field goals and trail 10-6 at halftime, but the second half was all Carolina. Sellers finds Joshua Simon in the end zone. Kentucky's defense desperately needing the offense to make some plays, but South Carolina here with the ball again. Handoff to Raheem Sanders for the 6-yard touchdown rush. Cats fall big time to South Carolina, 31-6. The offense really just struggled tonight. Brock Vandagriff dealt with numerous sacks, no protection from his offensive line. And with more on that, here's sports reporter Forrest Tucker, who was at today's game.
39 yards of offense from your quarterback will not win you a game in the SEC. That's how much quarterback Brock Vandagriff contributed to this Kentucky offense in this terrible, terrible loss to South Carolina. Head coach Mark Stoops not mincing words, saying that he is utterly disappointed with the effort in every stage of this game.
I'm not real happy with the way we played. I'm not real happy with the way we coached. I'm not real happy with the way we responded.
Aside from the lack of effort, Kentucky could not compete in the air. Vandagriff was constantly under pressure, being sacked 4 times. Kentucky's offensive line was of little help. 6-year lineman Eli Cox says his unit needs to find a fix.
Just feels like you're one little detail away on every play. And that's special teams, it's offense, it's defense. I mean, we just made mistakes. And it's mental mistakes more than anything.
And when Kentucky did move the ball, mostly on the ground with 139 yards rushing, a one-dimensional attack wasn't good enough for a touchdown.
At Kentucky, we see ourselves as just a blue-collar football team, tough dudes. Defense played their butts off today, and definitely in the first half and stuff. But we got to be able to move the ball, and help those guys out.
Joined now by our sports director, Jeff Piccoro. I don't know where to start with this game because, like Mark Stoops said, he was disappointed in everything.
I thought that the defense played well. 3 plays they messed up. 2 really blown coverages ended up in 2 touchdowns. But when you look at the numbers of what they did, I mean, South Carolina only had 285 yards of offense. Kentucky in 2 games hasn't given up 100 yards rushing yet. In 2 games, 5 and 80, whatever it was today. So that's solid. I really thought that they did a good job of containing Sellers. And again, then he got injured. He was able to play the whole second half. For a redshirt freshman to play the way he did, injured too, I thought he kept his composure and was a really nice quarterback. Flip side of that, Brock Vandagriff had no time to do anything. I mean, you couldn't. Here's the problem now, Forrest. You've got Burton hurt, and you got Mincy hurt. So 2 of your big starters are out. Mincy came back, tried to play. We'll see. You got Georgia coming up. What can you do offensively?
What do you think about quarterback here? Because
it's a great question.
It looked like, Mark says, well, I took Brock out. He was getting hit, and Brock was getting pounded. Yep. Gavin seemed to hold the offense together better. Are we flirting with the change?
Well, I think in this situation, he has to figure out who his starting quarterback is and what offense he wants to run.
Maybe a good thing to have a problem now and not as this season rolls on. But he's Jeff Piccoro. I'm Forrest Tucker. We'll send it back to the studio.
Guys, thank you so much. And like Jeff said, things do not get easier next week as they will host #1 Georgia.